Friends Explained, Season 1, Episode 9, the one where Underdog gets away. Season 1, Episode 9 of Friends, the first Thanksgiving episode. The 6 friends each have their own holiday plans. Ross and Monica are hosting dinner since their parents are away. Rachel's scraping together tips to fly to Vail. Joey's headed to his family. Chandler's boycotting the holiday entirely, and Phoebe's grandmother celebrates in December. None of those plans survive the day.
First Thanksgiving episode. And every single person has a reason not to be at Monica's apartment. Rachel's scraping together tips to fly to Vail. Joey's going to his family. Chandler flat out refuses to celebrate any pilgrim holiday.
Why does Chandler hate Thanksgiving?
His parents dropped the divorce bomb on him mid-dinner when he was 9. So now his whole tradition is tomato soup, grilled cheese, and a family-sized bag of Funyuns. Alone.
That's genuinely sad, but he commits to it like it's a religion.
Phoebe's free because her grandmother's boyfriend is, and I love this detail, lunar. So they celebrate Thanksgiving in December. Meanwhile, Ross and Monica find out their parents are ditching them for Puerto Rico. So Monica decides to host and cook everything just like their mom makes it.
Including lumpy mashed potatoes, deliberately lumpy, because that's how Judy makes them. Monica, the perfectionist chef, intentionally sabotaging her own potatoes to replicate her mother's. That's some deep need for approval right there.
So Joey took a modeling gig for the City Free Clinic, hoping for something low-key. Instead, they plaster his face on a VD awareness campaign. Times Square everywhere. His entire family sees it and assumes it's real.
His own family uninvites him from Thanksgiving because of a poster. Nobody calls to ask. They just believe he has a sexually transmitted disease based on a stock photo. That's cold, even for the Tribbianis.
A woman he used to work with at Macy's recognizes the poster mid-flirt and just leaves. So Joey's at Monica's now too. Meanwhile, Ross goes to Carol's and discovers Susan has been reading to the baby in the womb.
Of course she has. Ross immediately wants belly time too.
He goes back later to try it and completely freezes. Feels stupid, almost quits. But the message lands. He doesn't have to do it just because Susan does. And that's what unlocks it. He starts rambling, then singing, and the baby kicks for the first time.
He stops competing and just starts being himself. And that's when it works.
Back at Monica's, the cooking has gotten out of hand. She's making 3 kinds of potatoes. Lumpy mashed for Ross, peas and onions for Phoebe because that's how her dead mom made them, and tater tots for Joey because it's a Tribbiani tradition. Nobody asks what kind Monica wants.
Nobody even thinks to ask. She's doing all the work, customizing everything for 6 people, and they treat it like a restaurant. That meltdown later is fully earned.
The friends pooled money to buy Rachel a plane ticket. She's packed, ready to go. Then Chandler bursts in. The Underdog balloon broke free from the parade and is flying over Washington Square Park. Everyone rushes to the roof.
An 80-foot inflatable dog loose over Manhattan. Phoebe's completely serious. This almost never happens. How do you not go watch that?
The problem is the keys. Something gets yelled at Rachel on the way out. Either a question or a statement, depending on who you ask. They come back from the roof, doors locked, turkey's burning. Rachel's tickets are inside.
And it turns into a full screaming match. Monica snaps. She's been making everyone special potatoes, hosting the whole dinner, and now it's also her fault nobody grabbed the keys? She hits a pitch only dogs can hear. Honestly, fair.
Joey and Chandler have a drawer full of random keys, and eventually one works. But by then, everything's charred and Rachel's missed her flight. Ross walks in from Carol's, smells the smoke, and everyone just erupts at each other. And the response from across the room? Now it feels like Thanksgiving.
But then Phoebe spots something out the window. Ugly Naked Guy is having his own Thanksgiving dinner, and he's not alone. There's an ugly naked gal. And somehow, that resets everybody.
They end up eating Chandler's grilled cheese and tomato soup. He makes a toast. He's thankful everyone else's Thanksgivings fell apart, because otherwise they wouldn't all be together. Ross raises a glass to a lousy Christmas. Rachel to a crappy New Year.
The guy who refused to celebrate Thanksgiving ends up having the best one. None of them chose this. They all got stuck with each other, and it turned out better than any of their original plans. That's a pretty perfect button.
Ross felt the baby kick for the first time. Chandler's grilled cheese Thanksgiving becomes the group tradition.